So, jetzt hier mit den Subways im Interview und gleich auf der großen Bühne. Welcome, and you brought the summer back to the Taubertal Valley. How's it going?
Yeah, it's amazing today. Like, it's going to be. We haven't played here before, and we had a really good time. So we're really excited to play again.
So I brought you a small gift, and maybe you can describe it. What do you see at the moment, and what could it be?
It's like a crushed up donut. What do you think?
I think waffle.
Waffle.
Sugary pudding. I'm not being very specific. I'm being obscure, but
Maybe shortbread.
Something like that, but the way it looks like, how would you describe it?
How would we describe
It's a
it?
bit like a brain.
Yeah, like the earth, but crumbly.
It has a special name. Don't think of the summer, think of the opposite.
Winter.
Winter.
no.
Snowball.
Yeah, it's a snowball, and it's a special thing here from Rothenburg, and you can try it out later if you want to.
Thank you so
And
much.
have fun with the snowball.
Thank you.
So how's been touring all the summer festivals? We heard there were some problems with your voice. How's it going now?
Yeah, I had a throat infection, so I couldn't sing. I couldn't really stand up for about 2 weeks, and unfortunately we had to cancel a few festivals. But now, feeling better, can sing much better. So yeah, it's just great to be here. Great to get up on stage and play to the audience.
So how are you gonna treat your voice in the next weeks?
Well, just lots and lots of water, really. That's the best thing, and I try and talk as little as possible. But you know, I have a tendency to scream on stage, which doesn't help my voice, but rock and roll takes over.
Do the bandmates help you?
We do what we can. We kind of tell him to, go to the bus, take some snacks, go chill out. I guess.
Sleep, Billy, sleep.
Tell him to be quiet.
Yeah.
So what's the good thing being only 3 people on stage?
Lots of room. Lots of room to move about and jump about. If there were more people, we'd probably bump into each other. Yeah, I'd say that's probably the best bit about it.
And you're both engaged, right?
No,
Oh.
not anymore.
Not anymore, so...
What was it, 4 years ago?
4 years ago, okay, so we cut that out.
It's alright, keep it. It's fine.
Okay, and are there any stories in the bus happening when you're on tour and driving all the night and during the day, but you have more space to move? I heard sometimes are 18 people in a bus and you're only a few.
It's crazy, it's crazy. I mean, we don't understand how bands of 5 or 6 people can go on tour and not go nuts. But
It's the worst thing.
I don't know, I guess people snoring on the tour bus is possibly the worst thing. That happened last night with you, didn't it?
Yes.
Our manager was snoring and...
But I got my pillow and hit somebody over the head with it, and it wasn't even him who was snoring. I thought it was him, but the snoring continued. I just gave up and went back to bed. Both of us were awake though, so...
Yeah.
So it's the noise at night, it's not the smell.
Yeah, no, our smell's
too-
usually
it's not
good.
too bad. No, it's
Like,
alright.
I think because we have a lady on board, we tend to keep ourselves very clean on the tour bus, which is great. It's really good, but sometimes a few of our crew will get really, really drunk and fall out of their bunk.
Which it's the crew getting drunk, not the band.
Yeah, well, these guys get a little bit drunk, but I don't drink on tour, so...
And are there really special needs when you arrive at the festival ground? Do you need a shower first or something to eat? What's the most important thing when you arrive and when you're backstage and hanging out?
I think the first thing we do is brush our teeth.
Yeah.
And then we have breakfast. We usually shower after the gig, so after the show when we're all sweaty we'll shower and get into new clothes, so in the morning we usually feel fresh. Apart from that, just finding our dressing room and
Find
relaxing.
where everything is, see how you get to the stage,
Yeah.
see where the front of house is, just checking out the vibe of the
Maybe
festival.
wandering out into the audience and seeing how the vibe is and what the festival's like. We've been here before, so we know what the festival's like, so we don't really need to do that. But we're going to do a festival signing for some of the fans later, which is, I think it's just over there.
It's just a short walk. So, and what do you miss the most from home except friends and family? Is it pets or some special type of food? An American band told me, oh man, I really miss burritos because in Europe you can't get appropriate burritos. So what do you miss the most?
Mexican food is actually a really good one.
I know what I miss. I miss
Right,
my
go on.
bike. I've just got a new bike and I love it. And I keep thinking about Wednesday. I've got one day at home next week and I'm going for a really long ride.
I miss British TV, I think. It's so crazy. It's just nuts. I like switching the TV on and seeing what devastation or what celebrity person has done, so yeah.
I miss my bed. Coming home off a tour and stretching out into a nice double bed is the nicest feeling in the world, isn't it?
Tell us more about your collaboration with Sportfreunde Stiller. They've played here several times, and you're friends with them. But how did it happen?
We first met them at Highfields Festival. What year was it? 2008.
Oh, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and we were playing way before them, like at 1 p.m, and they were headlining. And I think they must have seen our show because we were watching their show, and they said, "Oh, the Subways! Who watched the Subways? They were great." And we're like, "Oh, wow, that's cool." And then after that, we were invited to play with them for their MTV acoustic show, which was amazing. So we spent a couple of days in Munich with them before the show, and we had just an amazing time, just such a great time. And now we're really good friends, and sometimes we'll meet up with them or their manager, and yeah.
And your German is getting better and better?
Yeah, well, Charlotte's amazing at German, so she teaches me quite a lot of German.
We're trying to get better. We're here quite a lot at the moment, so we want to speak more German.
Yeah.
That's good. I heard that your music was used in several product placements or commercials. Is that a way for you to say, oh, that's another way to make ends meet and to earn some money? Or do you think it's like, okay, we did it, we won't do it again? Or are you in a discussion about that?
No, do you want to go? Oh, okay. I think it's just a great way for people to hear our music, to be honest. As well as radio or going out on tour, on TV is a great way for people to hear your band. I mean, we've had a lot of people come to the shows and say, I heard your song on TV, which is amazing. As long as it's not for something that we totally disagree with, like smoking or something, I think that, that would be a bit weird for us, or any political parties. But yeah, makeup and that kind of thing, go for it. Charlotte uses makeup, so sometimes Josh as well.
So are you following the news these days about the riots that happened a few days ago in UK?
I don't know how we can't. It was so widespread. It seemed like everywhere you turn there was something crazy happening. It was insane.
Yeah, we were doing a photo shoot in London on the day, and so for us it was quite difficult getting in and getting out of London. So yeah, it was just so scary. And we have so many friends who live in London, and we're so concerned for them because people were losing their homes, being burned to the ground, and people were losing their businesses. Our manager, his brother's florist's flower shop got totally broken into and smashed to pieces. It's just absolutely crazy. So we're with everybody who is being affected by the riots. We think anyone who's in the riots or involved in the riots is a complete asshole.
Okay, thank you very much. Have fun here at the Taubertal-Festival and have a great tour.
Thank you so much.